Hello, everyone. How's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's play some No Man's Sky, shall we? We are trying to get a specialist, and we've built the terminal. Now, the quest line is kind of acting up. It wants me to build a cylindrical room for room within my base for a specialist, but we have plenty of room, and we already built the terminal. So hopefully I don't have to build a cylindrical room, but I will if it's imperative. All right, I'm going to select this. And, oh, they want me to install the teleport receiver before I can do more. Okay. So we should make some antimatter, first of all, and then put that on there. And then we need to build some we need to buy wiring looms is all there is to it. Now, I don't have a ton of money, but we know how to get money. And how do we get money? I really didn't analyze this big rock by my base. We get money by finding, buried technology modules. That'll do. But another way that we could get some cash, if we wanted. I don't see any modules. I've pretty much scoped out the modules. What is that? A hidden, cargo drop. We could build a signal booster right here. And then use this. And we could locate nearby structures and see what's around. So first of all, way up there, there is indeed an observatory. If we wanted to go to that. I'm going to pick this up. So that's something we could do. But let's go up to the space station, because another thing we could do is investigate. Try to find some freighter wrecks. That's an option. But let's go up. And we're going to go to the space station. I guess I could have just teleported to the space station, huh? That's too easy. So I could definitely have just teleported from my base, but we'll get there just like this. And we could find treasures at a freighter wreck to help make us money. We could look for buried technology modules. That's also good. We could get eggs if we could find the right place. There's a lot of ways for us to make some cash. But right now, I think before I do that, let's at least see what we can get if we bring in a specialist. I go here. And bring us on in. Fantastic. Okay. Alright, let's see here. Do I have any... Let's look for some missions, too. That's always a good idea. A salvaged frigate module. Okay. This was a tip that was given, by the way. You can we could take both of these missions right here and then kill creatures just to get ourselves in a spot where we do both of these jobs. So it's pretty good. I'm going to take this one. And I'm going to take this one. Awesome. Okay. And then I'm going to leave and be like, thanks so much. Now, the specialist, if you track the mission, go to log, and we go to ghost in the machine. Hopefully they'll let me get the specialist and aren't requiring that I build that cylindrical room, but right over here we should find one. Oop, encrypted nav data. All our stuff is back. Joy. Uh-huh. I'll take that. I'll spin the chair. I'll take your money. Great. So the guy is usually right here. He is. This dude. Merchant Kabe, is this my man? It's really you? Forgive me. I've been searching for such a long time. I am contracted to aid you. So this is our guy. And we already talked to him, went through this story bit, but we can go here and we want to hire him. And we say, there's something compelling about this, Gek. They shall feel at home in my home. All right. I will be at my station before you know it. See you soon, friend. So he's going to go to our station. Let's get the nanites. Let's search this. And let's just see what they've got on sale back here, if there's anything that's amazing that we want to buy. You know, I mean, I do like copper, but I think we're okay. What do we need to fix our stuff, by the way? We need silver, wiring loom, chromatic metal, okay, well, and then we need wiring loom. Right. Alright, so the specialist is going to go back to our base, so by the time we get there, they should be there. And what I want to do is just roll over here and fly up. And we can buy wiring looms from this galactic trade terminal, but I want to talk to this guy, the cartographer. Hey, look how much of the words that I actually understand. I want to exchange specific charts. So what I would like is emergency cartographic data. So this is a distress signal. Commercial is an inhabited outpost, artifact site, secure site of interest. Now these are kind of like you're going to have to fight your way through it. Settlement. I'm going to go for emergency. And it just takes one navigation data. Not really that bad. I could also see if I have anything to sell this dude that seems worthwhile. Well, I forgot about this. Heyo. They gave us all this salvage data. Right. So then let me sell 5 of these, at the very least. These salvage data were the refunds from blueprints that they gave us that I had already purchased. So now I can buy 4 wiring looms. And then I can go here and we can just finish this up. And then this needs one to fix. So let's put it on there. And then that also has the wiring loom already on it. And we got the planetary chart. This is... we could just install this if we want. We do have a spare slot if we want some radiation protection. It's not like the best. Like, I'm thrilled about it. But, hey, I've got it. So, I'll take it. Alright. And this is installed, right? That's done. Phenomenal. Okay, so that's all the wiring looms that we needed. Now it's just an issue of we need... Like, I have some other stuff I could install. The economy scanner. Rocket launcher, which sounds awesome. Emergency warp unit, I do want that. This lets us go to red worlds, and this helps with launch cost again. Okay, so I am going to build this, and I can actually put some of it in, and then I'm going to build everything. I'm going to build Over here by my gun, I'm going to throw in the rocket launcher. I'm just going to try to put in everything that I can. And then down here, we can put in, let's see, the scanner. And then, it's my pulse engine. Let me move my hyperdrive down here and see if I put this right there. Does it link? Well, I don't want to use my warp cell, and I'll put this on here. Awesome. So now I have a bunch of stuff like installed. Let's see, anything? No space there. Anything over here that we want to put in? Nope. Okay, great. Well, that's a bunch of money. And honestly, if I like want to build, let me see if they're selling silver. I don't think I need that salvage technology, but sometimes they are. They are selling microprocessors, which I'm going to need a ton of. Platinum, which isn't bad, but I don't need that right now. I'll buy those, and I'm going to sell some more salvage. Great. Okay. And let me quickly talk to this dude over here. Hey, we have just about the same ship. Let me trade with you. And they're selling wiring looms. Uranium, magno gold. Magno gold is actually something I do need. They have okay stuff. I like it. I'll buy a wiring loom. Okay. Just need some copper. Chromatic metal. Another wiring loom. Gold. Silver. Okay. Anyway, we'll get to all this very soon. I could so easily... Ooh, you know what? Let's just warp. I could so easily go around buying all the stuff and installing my new things, but I want to get the specialist going because I want to see what that takes. So we're going to warp back to our base. And look who's here. It's our dude. So this guy does not need a bed. He doesn't really need anything. He'll stand here forever. And he's ready to go. Let's talk to him. You have so much to learn and much to see, and this place will be our home amidst the infinite. Take this glass and let starlight flood into our jolly home. So he's given us glass. So, you know, that we can now make glass if we have frost crystal. Now, we've seen a few worlds that have frost crystal. Everything pours through glass in the end, but there's time enough for that. There are other things we have to do. If you prepare chromatic metal, I will use it to calibrate a science terminal suitable for a Korvax entity. The Korvax have suffered terribly at the hands of my people. Be kind to them, I beg of you. The Overseer asked me to gather chromatic metal in preparation. So now they want us to hire another specialist. And this is how this quest line goes. Like, you're going to need to get all of these specialists, and then they have their own quests, and then it starts opening up more things that we can do. All right? So, we just need to get chromatic metal. We got the blueprint for making glass. And how much does he actually need of chromatic metal? I mean, I've got some chromatic metal. Yeah, okay, we have enough. So let's just talk to him again. The quest usually requires that you leave the dialogue and then start it, even if you have the item. Do you have the chromatic metal? Our relationship is not yet clear, but it is obvious from the urgency in the Gex voice that they are uncomfortable with my inaction. I sense they have grand plans for me. It is only natural, I suppose. They must sit here alone, bound by some unknown pact, while I have the freedom of the stars. The Overseer is anxious for me to continue. Apologize. No, we don't have enough, apparently. I thought I did. How much do I have? I have 57. How much do you want? Okay, so now we can give the medal. I don't know why it didn't let me give it to them last time and I had to apologize. Maybe it takes a second for the game to just process that you have the materials. Whatever, I got it now. Perfect. No, I knew you would succeed. Just what I need to finish the plans. All right, so now we can make a science terminal, and we had to give him some, and we need some more chromatic metal, and we can build this. We have littered the universe in our greed. This planet is no exception, but there is much that can be done with litter. Make your way to an abandoned structure and harvest the data from their terminals. I shall use it to fashion us plans for a storage container. Merchant Kabe is reflective for a Gek. They almost seem to regret the greed that characterizes their people. They wish to make something new from the remains of the old. Is it just greed in disguise, or something else? Whatever their motive, the Overseer claims I will find data for a storage container blueprint in a nearby structure. I accept. You won't regret it, friend. I've marked you a site that seems to be ripe for exploitation. Wait, did you just use the word exploitation? Anyway, so... Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, you know, sometimes there's bugs like that. I fell through the world just in that moment when I came out the door. Luckily, I have a jetpack, so I didn't die outright, but that was scary. All right, so we need to build a terminal, but we don't have any of the good stuff. We need some more chromatic metal. Let's check. Speaking of storage containers, let me see what I actually have in my storage container. Do I have anything that would be... My god, I've got the gold right here. And I've got the silver. I'm so happy that I have this stuff, and also so distressed that I had it and I didn't realize. So it's like a bit of both. It's a bit of good and a bit of bad, but we'll take it. All right, awesome. Okay, I'm gonna go here, and for example, my ship, we can repair with this silver. Oh, yeah, do it. Put it in there. Great. Okay, so we fixed that part, and we need some chromatic metal. What is it that I tried to build that needs gold? I saw something. Was it this guy? Yeah. All right. Now we can go to, red planets, I think. Oh, no. This is the one that lets us warp out if we're being blocked. So this is like going to save our life, which is phenomenal. All right, fantastic. I used a lot of my gold, if not all of my gold, but I'll take it. Okay, so anyway, let me go over here and let's start refining stuff. Open up. Here, take like... Could you take all of my... Yeah, runaway mold, take that. Get that going, get the nanite. You... How about... How well does silver... Can silver go into... No. Let's see. I know I can do copper. That'll do fine. That'll give us enough to build the science terminal. And let's go over here, and then... Let's just keep refining stuff. You always want stuff to be refined, so... Yeah, I got a bunch of living slime. I got residual goop. Let's get that going. Okay, beautiful. Now, I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to... whoop. I activated the wrong thing. Activate your storage container. Let me put in gold, silver. What else do I want to put in? Activated copper is fine. Wiring loom. Okay, great. Just opening up some space. Oh, this phosphorus. We have a bunch in there. Cool. Don't need to buy that again. This is magnetized ferrite, and I have a bunch in there, but there. Perfect. Okay. So now let me look at the log. And what does he want me to do? Expand my staff. So I thought he told me that there's a place that he wants me to go. Search the abandoned building. Here we go. So there's another quest that says search the abandoned building. And we need to find this. And where is this? All right, so let's hop in our ship and see if we can locate it. Okay, we got the coordinates once we got in the ship. And he is telling us to go here. All right, so this is really close. About 30 seconds away. Oh my goodness. Did we already search this? Let me check really fast. This is worth it. If we haven't searched this yet, I gotta search it. Yeah, I don't see any pods. This might have been, like, the initial one. I do not like this. Forced to harbor Gek on board to give them passage, I lodged a complaint. We encountered the remnants of Viking Expeditionary Force, their ships decimated, fragments of flesh and steel floating through the asteroid field. Sentinel scanned the debris. We leave quickly. I refuse to take my crew any further. You should have told me why we are doing this. Why? There is no hope, is there? Oh boy. That is not ideal. Okay. So I don't think I see anything more here. So I must have already excavated this. I didn't read that log, apparently, but looking around at the ground, yeah, there's nothing else. Okay, fine. Now notice how when I just took off right there, I didn't use fuel. If you can land at one of those beacons, it doesn't consume fuel when you take off. So it's really useful in that respect. All right, now I got to switch back to the log. So that I'm tracking this. It somehow loses the point. And no. Alright. In this game, you're going to have to switch back to the log all the time. It'll like deselect your quest because it'll find another quest and start telling you about that, which is nice, but like I want this quest to be, you know, the one we're focusing on anyway. Okay. We are getting near an abandoned structure. Oh. Interesting. Alright. Oh my, okay. Look at this thing. And target sweep. Okay. They want us to go this way. I gotta see what this is really quickly, though. It's this red building over here. Oh wait, give me my mining beam. We're getting sodium all over the place. I will take it. Oh my gosh, there's like a mech. guarding this. I don't want to mess with them. Harvestable Sentinel technology. Yeah. This thing looks awesome, but it also looks like I will get annihilated if I mess with it. Anyway, fun times. I'm not going to do anything. I'm just going to interact with this. Hopefully that's okay with them. I'm going to get rid of this metal. And what do we get? Nanites? Okay, great. Life support gel, that's fine. Boundary Archive Terminal. Warning. Boundary node exposed. Vulnerable. Can I shut down the forces? Waveform poisoning initiated. Immediate shutdown required. Sentinels disabled. Okay. Extract technology? Oh, interesting. Corrupt module? Oh, I see. The weapon technology is this multi-tool. I can compare it. So this one that they want to try to show us is a rifle with 19 slots, lots of them broken. We'll just add this to our collection, and there's a way to switch to it, but this thing does way more damage, so we'll take it. Warning, exposed, vulnerable, access to logs, imposter detected, override code, manifesting personality protocol, voice of the hive, Arion routine protocol prey, experiment, shell, sentinel. Once we had no need for visual manifestation or physical form, our invisible eyes would record, sort, delete the life and death of every world that ever was or would be. We had no thoughts, no personality, no dreams. Oh, okay. We're gonna leave. All right, so the Sentinels are disabled for only a certain amount of time, I imagine, right? But I'm gonna try to mine this while they're disabled. I don't know how long it's gonna last, and I don't know if they get mad after I do this, but I'm gonna try it. All right, we got a bunch of nanites, and we got a new item, which is like some kind of special glass. So we're going to try to get as much of this as we can while they're knocked out. All right. Bunch of nanites, some salvaged glass, and some pugnium. Pugnium sells well, and nanites are always good. Okay. And let's see here. What else is there on this? Is there anything like, is there a reason to go up high on this? I can't seem to interact with it any more than what I did, but I'll call that a victory of some kind. What's that? Combat supplies. Hard frame engine. Okay. Great. Alright, let me just sweep this area one more time, make sure that I got everything. But that seems to have been really good. Now, the Sentinels might no longer be offline. I don't see those blue marks anymore to indicate that they're offline. But I also don't see anything to indicate that they're online. So I'm just going to run away. By the way, I need to kill these Beholder guys. for my quest. That guy flew off into infinity. I have a mission. It involves killing those things. All right, let's get back to my ship and pretend like nothing happened. But before, can I? So I'm going to switch multi-tools. Now, I don't know how to do that. I'm using like this new multi-tool I got, but let's see, starship. Exosuit. What did we find? We found salvaged glass. And we can extract valuable items from scrap. What did we get? Sentinel components, whatever that is. This is a hard frame engine. So I don't know what that means. Oh, this is a Sentinel weapon shard. It's a forbidden multi-tool module. Sweet. I'm gonna get out of here. I don't know. I don't want to stick around this area. I feel like there's so much stuff that I want to look at and explore, but I should do it elsewhere before the Sentinels realize, oh my god, what happened? There's some copper, it looks like. I gotta use the target sweep anyway. Alright. Okay, I just looked this up, and it's actually super easy. All we have to do is push down to open up the quick menu, and go over to the gear for utilities, and then we can go to switch multi-tool from right here. So we can be like, hey, switch your multi-tool to... the one that we were using is the Obedience of Fire. And so this is our big one, but we still have the other one. So we can scrap the multi-tools back at the anomaly that we don't want, and, you know, we can upgrade our new one. Now look at this. This requires an Atlas Pass, which we actually have. So now we can open up all of these cylindrical canisters because we have Atlas Pass 1. It's so good. Now I need copper always. Let me make sure we're at the smallest beam, because I want to pick up copper all day long. Oh, is there a bad boy plant? There sure is. Yeah, take my better damage. I wondered why it was taking so long for me to harvest everything. We'll be here for 2 years, harvesting all this copper. Oh my god. What happened? What do you mean nearby toxins? I fell into a hole. Whoa, we gotta watch out for that. That was almost a workplace disaster. We gotta look out. So we're doing unbelievably well. I have to tell you, I've, you know, because I've come and go from the game so many times over the years, certain things, like the Specialist quest line, very familiar. Then other things, like that red place that we found, where we could disable the Sentinels. There was a mech guarding it. We got some new crazy technology that's like forbidden or whatever. I don't even know what to make of it, and that's just so great. I love how much there is in the game, how much I still need to learn. And I hope that, like, if I install the technology on my multi-tool, I hope it doesn't mean, like, Sentinels will always be aggressive, even if I'm not violating their principles. Because usually with Sentinels, you can just not harvest, not do anything, and they won't mess with you. But if you have that stuff, will they, like, not be passive, even if you're doing nothing, and just hunt you down? Because I don't want that kind of heat. Maybe if I'm more powerful, if I get that rifle multi-tool, like, upgraded. But what I love about being able to switch between the multi-tools like that is you can have one that's like, this is my multi-tool for fighting, and I switch to this when I want to fight. And this is my multi-tool that's for extracting resources or whatever. So you can have different loadouts for each multi-tool. Pretty cool. Man, there's a ton of copper right here. Yes, this like hyper-focused beam is way slower, but the amount of copper I'm getting right here, even though it's time-consuming, is so fantastic. I love this. We need all of this, you know, for chromatic metal. Now, I understand some of you kind folk have been putting in the comments for the YouTube videos that if I go to a red world, for example, like a red system, I can find materials that convert at a much better rate to chromatic metal. Like copper is bad. I think it's 2 to 1. And we can find stuff that's like 1 to 1 and stuff that's even like 1 to 2 or 1 to 3, I believe, so that we can get way more chromatic metal, because you pretty much need it for so much stuff. But look at this copper. This node isn't even close to done, and I'm already at like 300. So thank you so much for sharing this tip about changing the beam using L1 and R1 to make it smaller or bigger based on your application, and at the smallest beam possible with the terrain manipulator in mining mode, we can just sit here and gather up so much copper. Now granted, it's dependent on the size of the node, but this is a huge one. I've depleted my weapon charge twice at this one. Look at my inventory. I have 841 copper on me. I love it. Now, what does this do? I could sell this to a specialist for 480 nanites, so that alone is good. Now, at my multi-tool currently, let me just put it on there. Let's just see what it does. I can probably just destroy it if it's no good. It increases damage and reload time. So if I dismantle it, I only get chromatic metal and pugnium. I don't really want this. I'm going to store it in my inventory, so maybe I put it on my weapon. It's not really ideal for the current multi-tool that I have. So I'm going to keep extracting components from these, and you could see, like, we got another Sentinel weapon shard. And let's see what this one does. Very similar. Less reload time. So it might be actually worth just turning those into nanites, depending, but I was just curious. I wanted to see. What's this? Oh, they gave us some Magno Gold, the other one, which is also good. I can't believe how much... Oops, I gotta go to the smallest one. It defaults, by the way, to not the smallest, so make sure you're always changing it back. So we need to go to the specialist. We need to go to the abandoned building that the Jack specialist at the construction terminal is telling us to do. And then we need to get the chromatic metal that we've been refining, build the science terminal, and we'll have to leave. Usually you'll have to leave the system that you're in, depending on who controls it, and go to a system controlled by the race that you're looking for, like a Korvax, so that we can find that specialist in the back room of the space station and get them going, so we can get science going. And then we'll need to get the Vy'keen specialist. We'll need to get everybody in there to make it a big party. Well, I gotta say, I love this. I'm gonna go ahead and just make this enormous, and we're not gonna get very much copper at all doing this. It's actually not bad. It's not as efficient, but it's still a good amount. And this is just me, like, being impatient and just being like, all right, we did a good job. Like, give me the rest. And almost there. And if I fly out of this, like, crater that we've dug, I actually have 1,300 copper. I love it. All right, everybody. Well, what an exciting episode this was. We found, the specialist. We got him installed. We are going to try to build a science terminal. and we found like a Sentinel thing. We disabled the Sentinels on this planet. We got a bunch of their technology, and I feel great. I hope you're still finding this series to be useful and fun, and I hope you're having a blast playing No Man's Sky. Thank you everyone who is helping, adding tips for new players to enjoy the game and understand it more. I appreciate it so much. Take care, everybody.